not saying a blueberry cake will solve all of your problems, but have you ever seen anyone crying while eating one? Welcome to Loaf Mania. All month long, we'll be meeting here 3 times a week, and I'll be giving you some of my top loaf cake recipes. Some days we'll bake from scratch. Some days we'll doctor up a box. Either day, you don't want to miss. We're going to kick things off with a classic. We're making a blueberry loaf cake with blueberry glaze. Let's go. In a bowl, I'm adding room temperature eggs, melted unsalted butter, canola oil, vanilla, and giving it a good mix. For this recipe, I'm using white and brown sugar. And for my dry ingredients, I'm going to be using flour, baking powder, baking soda, and a little bit of salt. I'm also going to be using cheesecake flavored instant pudding. Instant pudding can be used in scratch recipes or box mixes in order to keep the cake moist. I'm going to add some milk and mix my cake batter until smooth and start working on my fresh blueberries. I'm adding a little bit of blueberry preserves and lemon juice to my blueberries just to wake the flavor up a bit. And I'm sure you can use frozen blueberries, but this is my recipe and I believe fresh is best. Now I'm just coating the blueberries in a little bit of flour to make sure that they do not sink to the bottom of the batter while baking. Adding preserves and lemon juice to your berries is optional. However, no matter what, just make sure that your blueberries are washed, blotted dry, and coated in flour. Once your blueberries are ready, we're going to pour them directly into the bowl with the cake batter. And then we're just going to fold them in. Do not overmix these berries into this batter. Now that I'm ready to bake, I prepared a loaf pan by spraying it with nonstick spray and covering it with 1 layer of parchment paper. Do not fill the loaf pan completely. I'm going to fill the loaf pan about 2/3 of the way and stick it in the oven for about 55 to 75 minutes. Once the cake is done and cooled, I'm going to start working on my blueberry glaze. In a bowl, I'm adding powdered sugar, vanilla extract, warm blueberry preserves. Yes, it absolutely has to be warm. And then I'm going to add some room temperature heavy cream. I'm going to whisk everything together, adding more heavy cream and powdered sugar as needed until I get the perfect glazy consistency. And now that my cake is completely cooled, I'm going to pour that glaze directly over it and top it with some more blueberries because why not? We got to please aesthetics. And just like that, we have a delicious, moist blueberry loaf cake with blueberry glaze that is almost as beautiful as the person who gave you this recipe. So, of course, we gotta try it. Peas for her. Got our peas. It's so moist. Extremely moist. I mean, I made it. It's so good. Now it's your turn to try. And you tell me if you like it or if you love it. And I'll meet you back right here. Bye.